I'm going to quickly talk about improvising in the style of Rachmaninov. Um, so, when you think about Rachmaninoff's piano pieces, I think most people would think about the concertos, and mostly specifically the second and third concerto. Um, so, I'm not going to go into playing too much of that stuff, but I really kind of want to focus on the solo work. Because I think there's more interesting music there actually, not just to dismiss that the concertos are great pieces, but also I think he's a bit of an underrated composer actually. The symphonies and particularly choral music is really cool. And there's the preludes, the études tableaux, the moments musicaux. I think of other things, the variations of different on Corelli. It's all very good music. So, getting straight into it, I've got in front of me as reference the wonderful Dover edition of the Preludes and Études Tableaux. So, just to remind me of the different things, there's so much that goes on in these pieces. So, like for example, just to think as a starting point, there's a lot of stuff that's very modal. So, you know, when we're normally thinking of Rachmaninoff, we're thinking of these huge A, like let's just say E flat. All this business here. But there are lots of very quiet, modal, almost slightly orthodox sounding pieces, particularly in the Études Tableaux, where you have just small things that start, you know. Several examples there all at the same time, but so there's just even to start off with is actual things if you want to do it. So figuration is always bigger than you think it is. So if you've got you've got your rough chord sequence there, G sharp minor to sort of how would I describe this? Thinking of classical terminology. Well, I'm going to actually describe it in chord names rather than 5-1 with a pedal. But say 5-1 with a pedal, G sharp minor. Chopin is like that. Rachmaninoff is like this. Who's quiet is always a bigger reed. Also, I always think that what sounds effectively Rachmaninoff is when the outer line is quite slow moving and not actually necessarily even implying a chord change, even if it does, like taking something something that's really quite quite not enormous, and then chromaticizing it. So you maybe not a critic sound, doesn't sound totally like it, but yeah, so that's one thing. In the faster music, so yeah, thinking about modal melodies, some often quite slow moving modal melodies. Trying things where the hands cross, in major, or like things with this weird doublings of thirds. That sort of stuff, lots of transitions. Yeah, so it's not all just about the big themes. I mean, obviously there are the left-hand arpeggiated patterns, you know, these sort of this business. So that is part of it, you know. To be able to do that, you will.